Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be featuring the Tier 9 premium cruiser, the Tulsa. Of course, so here it is. It's a Tier 9 American heavy cruiser. It's very similar in terms of playstyle to the Des Moines at Tier 10. But this is, of course, a Tier 9. I think we should start off with the armor layout, of course. So we have 27mm armor on the nose, 27mm armor belt, and we also have 27mm aft. And then to take a look at the citadel, this is what the citadel looks like. So it does sit pretty low in the water, but it is above the water in the middle part, so you shouldn't be showing full broadside in this thing because you are going to get punished for it. But apart from that, let's take a look at my commander build. I'm going to be running a gun feeder, grease the gears, priority target, superintendent, survivability expert, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, and top grade gunner. In terms of my equipment, I'm running main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, prop mod 1, aiming system mod 1, surveillance radar mod 1, and main armaments mod 1. And I'm gonna of course be running the hydro. I don't think the DFA is all that wonderful. And in terms of the camouflage for the Tulsa, well, there is a cloud, but this is kind of what it looks like, of course. Okay, here it goes. So this is what it looks like, which looks pretty cool, I think, personally. But here you have the alternate as well, which also looks pretty good, I think. But I definitely prefer the normal camo, so we're going to be using that one. But yeah, so let's go into a game with the Tulsa so we can talk about it and show you the gameplay. Alright, so here we are in the match. This is a tier 10 match, of course, as you can see. So we're going to be fighting Puerto Rico, Austin Hindenburgs, and a Thunder, and a Harugumo. So quite a fair amount of ships that do outgun us, of course. Especially the Harugumo will do a lot of damage to us. We have to be really careful. And of course, Thunder overmatches us everywhere. But so does Missouri, because you have to keep in mind, Des Moines has the 30mm. It has the 30mm center armor in the middle section of the ship, like the deck and the side armor. This, as we showed in port just a few seconds ago, it has only 27mm armor everywhere, which means you also get overmatched by 406s everywhere, because 406s can overmatch 27s. But against Alsace and Monarch, who don't overmatch 27, you're basically almost indestructible, to be honest. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, this is the Tulsa. Of course, very similar to the Des Moines at tier 10. But of course, it's a bit different. Of course, your main differences are your gun count. Your gun caliber is the exact same, 203. Your reload is very similar. Not the same, but very similar. 5.1 seconds. Remember, Buffalo gets like 11 or 12 second reload. So this is 5.1. But you only get 6 shells. So you have to keep that in mind. And your gun range is 14.9 kilometers on the Tulsa, because I'm running reload mode. So you don't have a lot of gun range. But keep in mind, you are only a tier 9 and you're not the tier 10, of course, Des Moines. Another thing this has, the Tulsa, is the radar is reduction. It's lower range than the Des Moines radar. Des Moines radar is 10 kilometer. This is a 9 kilometer radar, but you also get improved concealment. Your concealment is 9.5, so that's actually pretty good concealment for this type of ship, to be honest, because you can play it fairly aggressively into islands and stuff. Another thing this ship does really well, if you want, I've never tried it personally, but it has 6.8 smoke shooting. So if you have a divmate buddy who you want to play with and he wants to play a smoke ship for you, this ship can be really, really strong in a smoke screen. So just because of that smoke concealment and radar range. So 9 kilometer radar, 6.8 detection when shooting in smoke. So should be fine, completely fine. Right now, we're kind of trying to think of what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna fight the Puerto Rico that's in front of us, maybe. But we'll see. Alright, so actually a random player smoked us up. I don't know. He did. He asked us for smoke. And then he smoked us up. So I'm gonna give him a compliment. That's very nice of him. That helps us quite a fair amount, actually, in this engagement against Puerto. Of course, Puerto is going to radar us. Wow, he laid us smoke and he's not even going to use it. What a gentleman. Alright, so we're going to try to do some damage to this Puerto Rico. He is going to radar us, but that's going to be okay, I think. We just have to angle a bit more to his guns. Of course, we're using the same build as Des Moines. I don't think top grade gunner is really super suited for the Tulsa, guys, because your concealment is so good that it is hard to proc unless you're, I mean, in these ranges, basically. Like, it's not procced right now, for example, because we're too far away. But yeah, I mean, when it does proc, you get a little bit of a reload buff. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. It helps for those brawling situations, you know? So, that's kind of okay. We're gonna get a fire on this Puerto. Hopefully we can actually finish him off. That would really help us. I would shoot the Destroyer, but the Puerto Rico is really low. And I think we can actually finish him off right here, right now. So I think it's honestly worth shooting the Puerto Rico instead of the Destroyer. He's on 2k HP. It should die. He did die, perfect. Now, we're kind of chilling because we have nothing else to do. So yeah, if you get a random player to smoke you up like that, I didn't even have to ask. He asked me. That was very nice of him. So we're trying to think here where we're gonna go next. So we're trying to see on the mini map what we can do. Submarines in mid, we kind of want to avoid. Thunder's here, I guess. The Alsace already died somehow. It is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna push down here maybe. Maybe we can farm a Thunder. Potentially. We'll see. Alright, so I think we're in a pretty decent spot here to actually start opening up on this Thunder. Should be a fine spot, actually. I'm gonna be using some HE, honestly. Hopefully we get a fire. We did instantly get a fire. That's really nice. He did also instantly DCP. So I guess that makes up for my instantly setting a fire. But hopefully we can set another instant fire when his DCP runs out. That's kind of like the life goal right now in my match. Of course, there's a Sejong down here. We could actually fight very soon. We just don't want to get torped by him, obviously. But we have to deal with the Thunder right now because we don't want to... Oh. Oh my, what is this? Hello? Hello? Boom, boom, boom. Citadels. Boom, boom, boom. Citadels? Yes, devastating strike. Oh, we have a fire ticking on the Thunder too. Awesome. Oh, I should have used Hydro. I didn't use Hydro. I'm a troll. I should have used Hydro. It's okay. We took one torp. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna be fighting the Cherbourg now. Should be okay. I'm not gonna fight the Cherbourg for long because I want to be fighting the Thunder because he's a squishy target for me, to be honest. Cherbourg is obviously really squishy too, but he's very maneuverable. And I will engage the Cherbourg a bit more. I just want a better like angle, I guess. So let's go for the Thunder first. Harugumo's here, not good. Could go dark though. We could go dark at will. Just gonna slow down. That might kill us. I'm gonna stop shooting.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Didn't kill us, but we were lucky. I'm just gonna stop shooting. I just don't want to be spotted in this engagement. Because against Harugumo, I don't win ever. Like, ever. 6 guns, bro. 6 guns, bro. So, when this ship came out... Oh, I'm gonna die. Almost. Really almost. So when the ship came out, I was really excited about it. Because I was like, oh my god, tier 9 Des Moines? This is perfect. Like, 5-second reload, that's awesome. And... well, it came out, and I was like, oh my god, this tier 9 Des Moines. This is awesome. 6 gun, though. But it's awesome. Yeah. That's kind of it, really. My expectations were met, and... it is a pretty good ship, of course. Well, they're Austin's AFK, unfortunate. Unlucky! He could have crashed too, who knows. There's been a lot of issues this patch. Alright, so I'm gonna heal here. We'll see what we can do. But I think this is pretty much the match. Alright, so Harugumo, hello. Can we do something to you or no? Boom. Boom. 3k damage, okay. Got a radar off, so he is radared right now for my teammates as well, which is really nice. Remember, it's 9 kilometers, not 10 kilometers, so you do have that reduction in range, but that's okay. Basically 2 more kills from our team on theirs will win us the game, and then it's over. But let's see if we can farm a squeeze out of this thunder. Would be nice for our average, of course. Currently I do have the highest, I think, damage actually average on the EU region. And I believe I also have the highest PR for Tulsa on the EU region also, so not bad at all. Now this is your prime issue with the ship, obviously. It only has 6 guns. The Moine has 9 guns, so it feels way more comfortable. 6 guns is a bit of a frustration sometimes, but obviously, as you can see, 143,000 damage in a tier 10 game. It's still workable. It's definitely still workable. Keep in mind, you also have the ability to fight tier 7s, which actually does happen quite a fair amount. And, well, against tier 7s, I mean, you really don't die. I don't see how you actually die against a tier 7 at all, ever. Unless you, unfortunately, like, meet, like, by accident, like, a Nagato or something, or Colorado, and they overmatch you, and you're like... No, I still don't think they can beat you in a 1v1. You should definitely beat Colorados and Nagatos. Yeah, I don't know. Just feels very strong for tier 9. But it's obviously not the strongest tier 9 cruiser, by no means. Of course, Alaska was, I believe, way stronger than this. I think this is not... I mean, it's not unbalanced, because it's very similar to Buffalo in a way. It just replaces the shell count with quicker reload, right? So, yeah. Alright, so we ended up getting 171,000 damage, 190 shell hits, 3 kills, 3 citadels, 2 secondary hits, 7 fires. We actually got a close quarters. I have no idea what we got it on, so we're gonna check. Devastating strike and arsonist. Then for team score, we ended up getting, of course, top of the team, 2.2k base XP, which is really good. We're going to be complementing the San Diego. We already complemented the Gibraltar, but I'll complement the Iowa as well. But we definitely complemented the Gibraltar for the smoke he provided us at the start of the game. We got 94k on Thunder, 42k on the Puerto Rico, and then 20k on the San Diego. Oh yeah, we did... Apparently we secondary killed the San Diego. Sorry, the Sejong, I mean. That was the Sejong. 20k on the Sejong, and we actually secondary killed the Sejong, which is quite surprising. We also did 10k to the Harugumo and 3k to the Cherbourg. As you can see from damage distribution, 82k plus 41k, that would be 123k, is from HE damage because of the fires in HE, plus 46k AP. Things were angled. You should use HE against angled targets. As you can see, the HE is just fine. We took ourselves 46,000 HP, so not too difficult of a match. We also got 858,000 credits, 13,000 XP, 2,000 free XP, and 15,000 commander XP. That is with some bonuses, I believe, if we want to take a look at the economic bonuses I was running that game. The basic grayscale ones. I didn't know I was running them. But yeah, so that was the Tulsa. My commander build again is Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Priority Target, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Survivability Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. For my equipment, again, I'm running Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Surveillance Radar Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. In terms of my statistics for the Tulsa, if I can load the summary page up, and we can scroll down and find Tulsa in the tier 9 section. It's right around the corner here. Okay, so I have 39 games played, 72% win rate, 123k average, which I believe is the highest average on the region, of the EU region, and it's also going to be the highest PR on the EU region after I play my next game. It should be just fine. We're definitely on track. I think I'm like 200 PR ahead of second place, so but yeah, that is it. Of course my max is 241, but that is the Tulsa for today. In terms of the price of the ship, if we go into the armory first, and we click ships, and we click tier 9, it is available for 228,000 coal or 19,300 doubloons. So you could get it actually for coal, which is quite nice. Honestly, it's a pretty fun tier 9 ship. It's actually pretty fun. In terms of the premium shop price, if it's even available, I don't know actually. To be honest, it's probably available because normally the tier 9s are available. It is 63 euros and 49 cents, so the same price as any other tier 9. But yeah, that's the Tulsa. I think it's a wonderful ship. In terms of do I recommend it or not, I think it's awesome. If you love Des Moines, you're gonna love Tulsa. It's a very fun ship. Keep in mind, you do not have the 30mm center armor, so against 406s, you're gonna get overmatched more. So I think you should try Abuse of Islands a bit harder in this one compared to Des Moines. Even though Des Moines, of course, wants to use islands a lot. But this one needs to use them even more. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's a very good ship. I love it. It's wonderful. Yeah, I do recommend it if you love cruisers. If you love Des Moines, for example, or Buffalo, or, you know, the line, the Baltimores, anything really that's a heavy American cruiser, this is very similar to that playstyle. You get better concealment and lower radar range, sure, but it's a very wonderful ship. It's a very, very wonderful gun platform. So yeah, I do definitely recommend the Tulsa if you're, you know, liking these types of ships. If you don't like these types of ships, maybe something like Kearsarge would be more your thing. But definitely for me, I do love the Tulsa a lot. So that was the Tulsa video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please do let me know what you want to be featured in the next video for the fresh look. I hope you did actually enjoy the Tulsa video. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to say support my channel, of course, there's a subscribe button on the bottom. I would really appreciate it. Maybe a like or a comment. Anything is really greatly appreciated. Or even come say hi on Twitch. I always stream like basically almost every day on Twitch. And even you coming saying hi like sometimes just makes my day. So thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate all the support. We actually reached 8,000 subscribers yesterday, so thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much, guys. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be in 2 days.